no Gable Stevenson. That was a much anticipated match. And I think at 149, there's no Brayton Lee. So definitely going to be some big matches for the Wolverines to pick up here against number 5 Minnesota. It's going to be interesting to watch. And here we go. We got, Cole Mattin versus Mitch McKee. This should be a match full of fireworks, so I'm excited to see this one.
Starting off with a good one, number 5, Mitch McKee of Minnesota out of St. Michael, Albertville, versus Cole Mattin out of Delta, Ohio.
Yeah, Cole Mattin's been impressive this year. I think, McKee is a really solid wrestler, but Mattin's a scrapper. I mean, all the Mattins are scrappers, and, McKee's definitely going to have his hands full with Mattin.
2 points takedown for Minnesota.
McKee in on an early shot. Getting a quick 2 at the edge of the mat. Mattin right to his feet, and he'll get his escape.
Yeah, Mattin's got to be careful here. McKee can put a lot of points on the board really quickly. Dangerous on top, dangerous at every position.
We got another takedown there by McKee. Brings the score to 4-1 early in this first period.
Yeah, this is where Mattin's got to be careful. He's got to be really cautious on bottom and definitely got to be quick and get to his feet. Doesn't want to roll around with McKee. McKee can pin anybody from anywhere. Had the pleasure of watching him over my years in college, and I saw him stick some people in some weird positions, and I think Mattin, he's tough. Oh, and a nice escape right there.
Matt's a very crafty wrestler. Pulls a lot of stuff out of the kitchen sink.
Yeah, I think both guys, that's what I said. I'm really looking forward to this match because McKee's, he's dangerous in every position, like I said, but Mattin's another guy where he is scrappy and he can wrestle from every position. So, McKee can throw the kitchen sink, but I think Mattin will throw it right back at him. This overhook
McKee
position
sticks a leg in there, and he should have 2. That'll be his 3rd takedown of the first period.
Yeah, definitely a big takedown here, but McKee is very good at controlling the center of the mat, as you see in the beginning of the first period. I think a lot of his matches, McKee controls the center, and he's really, really good at getting that underhook, overhook position. It's where he throws a lot and, scores lots of feet to back. And, now that you are down 6-2 and you're Mattin, you got to get it going.
McKee bringing a lot of experience, 3-time NCAA qualifier, 1-time NCAA All-American.
Yeah, I think that, his accolades definitely don't show how good of a wrestler he is. I know he's had a couple tough breaks at the NCAA tournament, but definitely going to be looking to be a national champion this year at 130 or 141, moving up from 133. So
we'll get a restart here off the stalemate. A couple weeks ago, we saw a barn burner of a match between Mitch McKee and Tristan Moran of Wisconsin.
Oh, that was an awesome match to watch. I think, Moran is a guy that can beat anybody, and to beat Mitch McKee is one thing, but I think McKee is a guy. Oh, is Mattin trying to look for a single leg there, but like I said, McKee is not a guy who usually gets beaten, and to get beaten that fashion. I think was it at Minnesota?
At Minnesota.
At Minnesota, at home.
Under the lights.
It happens. You take a couple tough losses in college, and McKee's definitely a guy who bounces back. So, interesting to see. 3 takedowns in the first period here against a scrappy Cole Mattin. He's definitely showing, his veteran ability. So.
Mattin's still in the match here, though. Going into the second period, he'll take bottom. With an escape, he'll make it a 2-point match.
Yeah, I think Mattin's got to get it going now. I mean, McKee, like I said, is a guy who can score a lot of points really fast, but Mattin is another guy who just keeps coming the whole match. It's a nice Granby roll there to get out by Mattin.
Great body movement by Mattin staying in the match here.
Yeah, McKee looks like he's taking his foot off the gas pedal a little bit here. It started off strong in the first period, but definitely shocked by the way that Mattin's been wrestling. I think Mattin's a guy who doesn't really like to tie up. He's really sneaky from the outside, and see a nice outside single here from
McKee's
Mattin.
got a lot of pressure on his head right here.
But this is where McKee lives and dies in the scramble positions. Nice hip tip.
He looks to bring Mattin to his hip.
Yeah, Mattin's going to want to hang on here. He doesn't want to give up anything freaky. a guy with shifty hips like McKee.
Stalemate, bring it back neutral.
Keep the pace high. Keep the pace high. He's getting tired.
McKee with a minute and a half at riding time, although he didn't ride Mattin for very long at all.
Nice sweep. Mattin's got a tight shin whizzer, but McKee tight on that leg. Oh, and a nice funk roll. Wants to be careful. Oh, and not sure if they should have stopped that, but they're going to award the 2 points
Another
to
takedown
McKee.
there. 8-4.
Get one here. Get one.
An important escape here for Mattin if he can get out. A minute and 50 of riding time for McKee.
He's got that left leg in.
Yeah, he's definitely tight with that. He's got like a leg bar.
Mattin's got to be
Like I
careful not
said,
to give up backs
and
here.
Dangerous position for Mattin. Doesn't want to get turned here. Short time left in the second period, and McKee does a great job of riding out here. 8-4 lead going into the third period.
Mitch McKee of Minnesota takes the
McKee does a great job with his legs keeping his hips up.
Yeah, like I said, I think he's got really shifty and flexible hips, and that's what makes him so dangerous. I think McKee is definitely a guy who can scramble around on the mat and lives and dies in the scramble positions. Very explosive wrestler. Like I said, I had the pleasure of watching him my 4 years in college, and I've seen some pretty crazy pins from him and a lot of crazy matches.
And
He tries something
put
there.
on his
And,
back.
and that's – the fans are yelling 2 near fall. No challenge brick by the coaches, but definitely a risky position by McKee there.
Mattin showing some of his strength. McKee taking
Yeah,
a risk, and Mattin almost capitalized off
Well,
it.
McKee definitely knows now that the kitchen sink will be thrown right back at him. Like I said, Mattin, definitely not a guy you want to roll around with. And McKee looks like he
warning Minnesota.
definitely wasted a lot of energy there. He might have hurt himself.
They're
Don't
going
know.
to hit
One of the
McKee
two.
with a stall there.
Yeah, I don't know if
first of
he
the
hit
match.
his head there or something. It definitely looked like he shocked him a little bit. But this match is far from over.
1 minute.
A turn here would put it 8-8.
Mattin cutting down on McKee's riding time, bringing it close to a minute here.
And riding time is now not a factor.
Not a factor.
8-4 for McKee. A turn, like I said, would put the match 8-8.
The crowd wants another stall call for the Minnesota wrestler.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I think McKee is definitely making an attempt to get to his feet, but Mattin just riding tough on top.
Matt with a great return there by the edge of the mat. Regardless of the score, he's wrestling very tough.
Yeah, Mattin definitely showing his capability to wrestle with the best wrestlers in the country. And they're going to ding him again for stalling. Not going to be enough for Mattin here with about 8 seconds left, but definitely a standout performance by the freshman wrestling with Mitch McKee. An 8-5 victory for McKee, but Mattin definitely showed some positive pointers there in that match. We'll probably see this one again at the Big Ten tournament, but McKee comes away with the victory 8-5.
And with that win, McKee puts the Gophers on the board with a 3-0 lead going into 149.